earlier on, me the sad story Ebremo say Ghana nipa bakwewu ewo South Africa and now xenophobic protest. Now some Ghanaians are speaking on social media. South Africans and so kasa. Now I want us to go into the comments. Let's read what people are saying on this particular story. And then first time we'll have subscribing and click the notification bell on so. This is our latest news we about on Sabekan. This video is kindly sponsored by Corporate Logistica. Omo ye vehicle management company ewa Ghana ha. Owo kan na pese kan ye juma ma na onya so faswa. Your last bet your Corporate Logistica. Fra womo was 0598022033. Oyo ba na onim se ni etwi ka sakese ya. Corporate Logistica is there for you. Book na that screen is on your friend the Ghanaian investor Mekaio. Oye Ghana ni learn how to invest in Ghana so that you get value for your money. There were your friend in mutual funds. A lot of people don't know about it, but you don't need to be sikeni to make money from Ghana. What you say? Into mutual fund no, ubesua coupled with some other forms of investments. Be a beboa ewa Ghana ha. Into pe Ghanaian investor book ni binato. Number ne that book ne sono ube to me afre na mama book no ne PDF and as a tree video. Na link being so a comment box me ube to me click na on sa kan book no and na icons ne o video ne sono o click on sa be kan book ni bi. Se o ye Ghana ni wa broche na pe book no ne hard copy a and no ne so be call Amazon na wa search for the Ghanaian investor na wato book no ye be ship e de abrel. Na yen read a ye comment ne head en crofo e kan o say so this is the story, right? One Ghanaian shot dead during mass xenophobic protest in South Africa. Comment here, but I'll say, so what do you want us to do? Obi commenting, no. What do you want us to do? Stupidity will always take people to their early grave. They asked them to go back to their country. Ghana government took it as a joke and made provisions for all Ghana government never took it as a joke and made provisions for all Ghanaian citizens living in South Africa. Still, to be asked what can I say Ghana ni no e na wo ye wo ho. Ye ka tell say brefie Ghana government the plane by say ye ba be fam wamba and the what na ho ama yekun. Obi asem a wo kan no. Obi nso say end all diplomatic ties with South Africa, close the embassies, gather other African nations and alienate South Africa, cancel all trade and economic deals with them. Somebody has to initiate the charge. And I agree. It has gotten to a point where, listen, South Africa has to be alienated. You know, it's as simple as that. It is no wickedness, but it will send a message across. Because you see, whatever is happening to South Africa, no. Whatever is happening in South Africa, the only reason why almost every single year it keeps growing and it keeps happening is because other African countries have not been able to take decisive actions on South Africa. It's as simple as that. I don't know how you'd want to take it, but it is as simple as that. The only reason why these things keep happening in South Africa is because other African countries have not taken concise actions against South Africa. Precise action with the equal measure. Alienate them. Ati so no free in my muno who say Charlie, all other African countries are cut you more off. A hono me who say, hey, say idea we ye cry yenyano. And your mind when ye free, say we say a yenyano. On Jimmy Biomu, who chrome ni ewo no ni chroma. Obey serious. Or when say at the end of the year, omo GDP above from say team. Because this sika no munyano. If we other countries and nyansa. So whoever is calling for South Africa to be alienated, I support it. Alienate them. Anyway, Obinzo say he brought this to himself but by not joining the plane back home. So, and also comment again in your passing. Obi say, after the evacuation of the Ghanaians, why are we still hearing this news from South Africa involving a Ghanaian? Some of you are too stubborn. Or say, people were warned prior the 30th June 2026 demonstrations to avoid large crowd. Illegal, undocumented foreigners were told to leave the country. South African Ibn also said, Israel founded propaganda. Ghana has to work hard to impress Netanyahu and his goons. Seek real news. And see, one thing about South Africa, for they say everything, they will call everything fake news. Atia say, they will call everything fake news. And there's a video to that effect. Ghana, say you boni trimutio. Also, yes, we understand governments went for them, but must we agree that they should kill our citizens living there without any crime? This is unacceptable. South Africa must answer questions to this. Also, what are they still doing there? They were supposed to come. Also, if you guys don't sack this South Africa from our country, we don't have any properties in South Africa, only churches. That some greedy individual think if they open, they can get some money from the poor over there. And some greedy leaders who went and own house over there. Well, so a lot of people sharing their thoughts. I say it is about we African countries whose citizens are going through this. Declare war on South Africa. I mean, I say when this propaganda stop, what does Ghana and Nigeria benefit from this? South Africa, no. I say, and we are here acting all diplomatic. I say sad, but he made his choice. Must have had an early death wish. Government tried to evacuate everyone. So why didn't he return with everybody else? I say, and I still see the bitchy attitudes among Ghanaians in the comment section selling out their own Jones, Babylons. I say, it is time for my Minister of Foreign Affairs to show them some small pepper. I say, oh, who is that too? Why did he or she still decide to remain there? South African, I say, lies. Give us a name and place where he was shot. You all like spreading lies. Liars. So, Charlie, sometimes, bro, sometimes diplomacy is something else, yeah. Like sometimes diplomacy is something else, So because of diplomacy, we are not supposed to show any anger, or we are not supposed to. As South Africans are committing crime, yet they claim other Africans are criminals. Or say, didn't the government bring them all home? Or say he should have moved to neighboring country, because these folks have made their point clear about how hell-bent they are on spilling innocent blood. This is just so sad and barbaric. I say, shot by who? And the motive? I say, this has gone too far. Cyril Ramaphosa, this can't be your legacy. I say, where? I have never heard this news anywhere. I say, watch South African police escort protesters without executing them for 2 days. Even when marchers started looting or vandalizing property, they responded with non-lethal force. I say, Ghanaians are smarter than this. Reject Mossad-sponsored BS. So, said the American, South Africans believe that because Omomai Ashe a year process as etia Israel international court in Tino, say Ghana ye can NBC and not say Israel for Babeshe yen Ghana for ase. Say yenye South Africa for incha and Toronto almost. That's what they are believing. And Charlie, me at this point I don't know what to say, but I'd want to believe that we know what we are doing as a country. You know, I want to believe that in India, we know what we are doing as a country and all that. But we also a tree BB media, the meme canon.